It's the weekend. Let's do some meal prepping. Usually I do everything at a go in one day, but this time, a day before, I went to the shops to get a few things to get my groceries. I prepped everything I was going to use so it's easier and faster for me when I start cooking. I feel like prepping everything really is the difficult part. Once everything was prepped and done, I went to bed and the next morning I started on my main Usually I don't fry my meat, but I wanted to make jollof rice and stew and I needed the oil for it. There's just a unique taste you get when you use the oil from your fried meat to make your stew or your jollof rice or really any meal at all. It's really very nice. As you can see, I started on my jollof rice base. That was the first thing I did, although that was the last thing I also did. I just wanted to make the base so I can make my jollof rice at the end. I also wanted to prep some kind of pasta, so I went for this pasta bake. That tasted delicious. Next, I started on my soups. I made banga, owo and black soup. Later on, I also made egusi soup and egusi pepper soup. This saved me a great deal because I didn't have to cook any kind of soup for weeks. As a Nigerian, we know that we like our soups, and cooking one kind of soup or the other every week is like a natural part of the Nigerian household. And not having to cook any kind of soup for weeks is actually bliss, is mint. I'm doing meal prepping a lot these days and I'm enjoying it. Like, there is this peace of mind that you have when you know that there is food in your fridge or freezer. Like, you can be tired or lazy and you can just in minutes whip up something actually very good and healthy. Who would have thought that I would be cooking beans in my adulthood? Who would have even thought that I would be meal prepping beans in my adulthood? But there is nothing that prepares you for this life of motherhood. There's nothing that prepares you for adulthood, and I feel like with time, the things that we hate as kids, we just grow to like or actually to accept because we know that it's beneficial for us. Well, one thing that has definitely stayed with me through my years as a child up to now as an adult is my love for plantain. So I made some geese dodo. I finished off with my jollof rice whilst I was cooking my stew. Unpopular opinion, but I don't think jollof rice keeps very well in the freezer. It kind of loses a bit of its original taste. So I think going forward, what I would mostly do is make the sauce for jollof rice and freeze it away. Well, here's all the meal I prepped. Some stew, jollof rice, beans, some fried chicken, egusi soup, geese dodo, egusi pepper soup, black soup, banga soup, pasta bake and over soup. That's all. Bye.